On this video, I'm going to share with you how I generated over $200 in profit with YouTube advertising. Hey, what's up my friend? Nick Arapoulos here and welcome to today's video. I'm excited to share this information with you because I started putting a lot more focus on YouTube ads, and I started this quick campaign and already generated over $200 in profit, and we just got it started. So we're excited to see where we can really take this campaign, and I want to share with you exactly how we're doing it, how we're setting up these campaigns, how we're optimizing and manage these campaigns so that you can really understand how this all works, okay? Now on the previous video, this video right here, we talked about the advertising script that I've been using and that I really like, that's very effective. So if you have not watched that video yet, make sure and go watch that because it breaks down the script that you need to use in terms of getting the best results with your advertising. But once you know that script and you have a script and you made a video and you launched that video, I want to show you actually how to set up a campaign so that you are set up to be the most profitable, okay? So let's jump into my computer screen here real quick. I will show you the sale. Obviously I have to blur out some information, but you can see this is a $500 sale. I'm selling a coaching program right now. It's just kind of in beta launch. It's not even available to anybody, to the public right now. We're just doing some testing right quick, and then I want to show you the campaign. So I have 3 campaigns running right now. Obviously you can see it's been just quick campaign. I spent around $90 on each campaign, so I'll break this down real quick. So 92 times 3 is 276, and then 500 minus 276, so a little over $200. And again, that's nothing crazy or anything, but that's showing us that we're getting a little less than a 2x ROI. But with my coaching program that I'm selling here, it's a $500 program, and so whenever I make a sale on that, then it drastically increases the ROI. So I have a few more calls for my coaching program today, and if some of those close, obviously, like I have 2 calls set up in the next, at least today and tomorrow. It's always kind of sporadic when new calls are coming in, but anyways, like that ROI could drastically increase very quickly because of the fact that it's a higher ticket program, and that's what we talk about on previous videos, specifically this one, about the different models and how you want to do more of a high ticket model if you really want to increase your ROI, increase the amount of money that you're making very quickly. So again, this is just a starting campaign. It's very quick, but we're seeing some positive results with it, and just wanted to share with you that, and we'll continue to share with you guys this campaign and show you how it's transforming down the road, just so you can help understand it. But let's jump back into here, and basically I want to just show you how to set up a campaign, and I want to show you some different targeting options that are very effective and what's going to be the most effective for you in your situation. So we are in the AdWords dashboard. You need to come to AdWords or ads.google.com or just adwords.com, and then basically once you have an account, you set it up like this. One thing I did want to show you is that this is showing conversions. It's a little off, but you can kind of see how many conversions we've had. Like it's definitely been like right around 100. So we're getting like $3 a lead, I think, or no, it should be more like $2.70 a lead. So not bad at all. And then we're getting a bunch of calls, getting on the phone with people, discovering if the coaching program is going to be right for them. So yeah, that's kind of just a breakdown. I want to show you how to set up a campaign, and yeah, we'll go from there. So what I usually do is I just come into a new campaign, and what I've been doing most of my career is create a campaign without a goals guidance. So I have been hearing lately that you really want to do leads and sales, but for whatever reason, it's working pretty well for me. So I'm gonna start testing with leads and maybe even sales, but for right now, this is what I'm doing just because I find it the most simple and it's what's working the best for me at this moment, okay? So I just click here, and then I click a video campaign, and then a custom video campaign. That's what I've been doing. Obviously you can name it whatever you want, and then I don't do a campaign, excuse me, I don't do a campaign total. I just do it daily, and I usually start it at $10 a day, and then Google or YouTube, they're one and the same, but Google will tell me if I should increase it based on how many people are in the particular audience and if the numbers are going to work, and they'll let me know if I can increase it. Because you probably noticed I'm running each of those campaigns at $36 a day, but I started them at $10 a day, made sure that they were working pretty well, I was getting pretty good numbers, and then from there I scaled up because Google told me, hey, you should go up to $36. And eventually, because it even said on their campaign is limited by budget, so that's what I know when it has the little red thing. I can't go back to it now, but when it says that campaign is limited by budget, you click on that and it'll tell you what you can increase it to. So it's pretty cool, and it's a lot more systematic than Facebook, because you can't just increase a budget on Facebook, otherwise it just throws everything out of whack. With YouTube and Google, it's cool because once you have a campaign that's working, all you got to do is just increase the budget, and then your results obviously keep on going up. So that's rundown on budget. And then basically what I do is I take off video partners on Display Network. I just want to keep it on YouTube search results and YouTube videos. I obviously keep it on English. And then what I am typically doing is, instead of just United States, I do United States, United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. Those are the 5 that I do. Those are the top 5 English-speaking countries that have money, so those are the ones that I want to target, okay? I don't mess around with this stuff at all. I really haven't. You can mess around with it a little bit if you want to do limited inventory, expanded inventory, standard. I mean, again, I'm a big advocate of just keeping things simple, so I don't really mess around with that. You can exclude content, maybe if there's some profanity, rough language, or sensitive social issues, sexual suggestive content. If you don't want your ads showing up on those type of videos, then obviously you would click on those. But I haven't really had a problem with that. Then here's where you want to name your ad group, and this will be based on your targeting. So it doesn't have to be, but that's how I kind of view it. So if it's like a retargeting ad, then I'll put retargeting. If it's a keyword campaign, I'll put keyword or something, just to let me know what type of campaign it is. And I set up a new campaign for each type of targeting. That's one tip I will tell you, is that instead of making a campaign and then having all sorts of different targeting on that campaign, I would rather just have a campaign maybe for keywords, and then a campaign for retargeting, and then a campaign for videos, placements. That's just what I've come to discover that is the best, just because you don't want to really mix up your campaigns. That's why I have 3 different campaigns instead of one campaign running at a much higher budget. Okay, so here's the big, first we'll come here. If you want to change up where it's just male, just female, if it's age range or anything like that, I, again, don't mess around with that too much, just because I kind of let Google do its thing with that, because I'm just not that concerned with it. But again, if you're, a dating coach for men, obviously you wouldn't want to target female, so you would click that off. Okay, but it's going to be dependent on who your audience is, and that's why it's so important to really know who your audience is and who they are and what they're about and what they like and all that kind of stuff. We talk all about that kind of stuff on all my previous videos. It's one of the most core foundational things in order to really be good at marketing and be successful at marketing, is you have to know your audience. So this is probably the biggest one here, is in terms of who you're targeting. Okay, so there's audiences, keywords, topics, and placements. I have stuck with audiences for the most part, because this is where you can do some retargeting. And what I really like is that I can retarget my YouTube audience. So this is my YouTube users, people that have actually watched at least one of my videos in the past 540 days. You can set that up, or you can set it up to where it's people that liked your YouTube videos, shared your YouTube videos, subscribed to your YouTube videos, visited your website in the last 90 days. There's a lot of different options in there, but it's cool because this audience is very big. It's almost 170,000 people, and I only have 13,000 subscribers on my channel, so that list can build up very quickly. So even if you have 1,000 subscribers, that potentially could be 20,000, 30,000 people that have already seen your face and already know, like, and trust you to some degree. Obviously, like, not everyone's gonna know, like, and trust you just because they saw one of your YouTube videos, but just the fact that they're a little bit more familiar with you, it's going to work a lot better. That's the whole idea behind retargeting. And you want to have a big size list because you know, if you just have like 100 people on it, it's going to get exhausted really quickly, and it's just not going to be that effective to advertise to 100 people. Okay, so that's what I'm doing right now, is just targeting people that have already seen me, and then when I know that is working, then I'll kind of expand out. But that's why I like using retargeting. Okay, so there's other ways you can target audiences as well. You know, who they are is detailed demographics. So, you know, parental status, marital status, education, home ownership status. You can also target based on affinity and custom affinity, which is people that are interested and they have the habits are, you know, into food and dining, home and garden, lifestyle, hobbies. I mean, you kind of get the idea. I would definitely recommend you just come in here and start searching this stuff out, looking at it and get an idea. Then this is a really good way to go about advertising as well, and targeting is that what they're actively researching or planning. So it's much more advantageous to target people that are actually in the search of what you are offering, instead of just kind of being a interruption advertisement. You want to be an in-search advertisement, and that's what this is. Okay, these are people that are searching or planning. So it could be, you know, anything, you know, all sorts of different stuff, baby and children's products. If you're, you know, targeting people that are just got pregnant, you know, obviously you could target these people if you were selling some type of baby product or something like that. You know, there's a lot of different things here. I would again come in and search this out. Let's come back here, and then again remarketing, and then your combined audiences. I don't really know what that is. I haven't seen that before. Might start doing some research on that. But those are all the audiences. Keywords are really good. Obviously, you would just type in the keywords you want to do some keyword research. Go to the keyword planner, do your keyword research. Go do some research on YouTube. See what people are typing in. I would typically do a little bit more long tail keywords, meaning, you know, it's not just how to lose weight. It would be like how to lose weight with the keto diet. That would be much more targeted. But the reason that this works very effectively is because people are actively searching, saying, "Hey, how to lose weight with the keto diet," and then all of a sudden, after they search that, then your video pops up and it's all about how to lose weight with the keto diet. Obviously, there's a lot of congruence there, and that goes along the lines of the whole slippery slope method. So I'm sure you're very familiar. If you have not watched this video, we talked all about the slippery slope method in great detail, and that's why you want to make everything congruent, down to your targeting, down to your ads, down to your copy, down to your funnel, down to your offer, everything like that. Okay, so keyword campaigns are definitely a great way to go. Topics, I haven't messed around with this too much. It seems a little bit too broad for me, but you can always test it out. That's the key with advertising, is that you always have to test things out. That's the key. And then placements is one of the best ones as well. You can do YouTube channels, so you can basically, let's even do this. Keto. So you could target different YouTube channels that are all based on keto, right? This one has 828,000 subscribers. This one has 86,000 subscribers. Like, you could literally just target anybody that's searching around and watching videos on these channels that have something to do with keto. You can target that. So it's very effective. Think about if someone's like scrolling through, they see this video about keto and they're on this channel that's all about keto. They click on it and then all of a sudden your ad pops up. Like, pretty powerful, pretty targeted advertising. And then even further, this is even a little bit better. Instead of going directly for channels, because that can be a little bit more broad, what you can do is just specific YouTube videos, so that you know that it's like detailed, targeted, exactly what you want. Because like one video could be how to lose weight with the keto diet, but then one other could be like keto diet recipes. So like the keto diet recipes is good, but it's not exactly targeted as how to lose weight with the keto diet. So, you know, again, you can just come in here and type in keto, and then all these things could pop up. How to start a keto diet has 1.16 million views on that one. Keto cooking, macros in the keto calculator, 293,000 views. Dr. Mike tries keto for 30 days, 2.9 million views. You could put your ad right in front of that video. So it's very powerful. I would definitely recommend, like, my favorite is starting out is if you have the capabilities, do retargeting. But if you don't have those capabilities, Then my two other favorite ones are video placements and keyword campaigns, just because they're so dang targeted. Okay, so that is all the targeting options. What I typically do, this is like just standard, what I've been doing lately is just I bid 10 cents. And then typically what I am paying is 4 to 5 cents. I mean, sometimes it's like 6 cents, but like 4 to 6 cents is the highest I've been paying for any view. So that's not the actual metric that I'm always looking at. I'm more so looking at clicks and opt-ins and then scheduled appointments. But yeah, I just bid 10 cents. It usually is like 4 to 6 cents, and you know, I'm getting good impressions, good view rate, and everything like that. The next thing that you want to do is just obviously put in your YouTube video. I will come in and just grab a random YouTube video so that we can let's grab this. So copy that, and then we'll come back here, and then we would paste this in. And obviously this would be your video, so you'd have to create your video, use the script that I mentioned again on the previous video that we talked about, and then you would put your video, you have to upload it onto YouTube, and then you take the link of the YouTube link and then you put it right there. And then what I recommend is that, you know, there's kind of two ways I do advertising on YouTube. One is just to get more views to my content. That's a really good way to go, because then you can start building up your retargeting list. Like, that's very powerful, and you're just constantly just getting a little bit more exposure to your YouTube videos. So I mean, again, it comes down to like paying like 3 cents or 5 cents maybe to these videos, to your content, and you're getting people to watch your content, and then you can retarget them with a more direct offer. So that's a good route to go. It's more of the long-term play. I would just kind of set a budget aside, say, hey, I want to spend $5 on each video that I create, and I want to advertise to a new audience, and so that I can build up that retargeting list. But if you are doing a more of a direct offer to something that's actually going to make you money, which that's the type of campaigns that I've been running, then you would obviously want to make it more direct, okay? But if you are doing a content ad, then I would just do a video discovery ad, so that this is where your ads pop up. So when people are searching stuff out, they see it and they actually want to click on your ad instead of just like putting it right in front of them. So they actually have to click on it, and then they go to that video, okay? It looks like this on desktop as well, okay? Or it can just be a related video. It can be either a search ad or a related one, okay? So that's if you're doing content, okay? If you're doing content, you just want to get more views to your content, then utilize that. If you're going more of a direct offer, then I would do a skippable in-stream ad. These are so powerful. And again, think about this, especially if it's a retargeting ad. If they're already kind of know you, and then all of a sudden you pop up again, then they're like, oh, who's that guy? I recognize that guy. Let me see what it says. And then they, you know, if they like what you say, then they'll click on the link and then go to whatever you're offering. But also think about it like this: if they're typing in how to lose weight with the keto diet, and then all of a sudden your video pops up right in front of a video that is all about the keto diet, and it says, hey, are you looking to lose weight with the keto diet? Boom, you got them hooked right away. Or again, if it's video placements, if it's keyword campaign, like, it's very powerful stuff. So again, use a skippable in-stream ad if you are going direct to an offer, or you're, you know, getting people to opt in for a free video training, a free report, anything like that. Obviously, we talk all about that on the previous videos, but it's all about creating a slippery slope. I know I've talked about this already on this video, but it's because I said direct to offer. I don't typically go direct to offer. I usually have them do something before I show them the offer, okay? They have to opt in for something before they're actually shown the offer for them to purchase something or whatnot, okay? So here's the things that I also will tell you. Obviously here you'll put your link in here. So, you know, obviously this will be your link. You wouldn't really use a YouTube video, but I'm just kind of using that for example purposes. What I like to do, this is the final URL, and then what I like to do here on the display URL, just to make it a little bit more clean, I take off the end, so it's just youtube.com instead of youtube.com/watch $V equals, you get the idea. So just making it a little bit cleaner looking, okay? The one thing I will tell you with running YouTube ads is that you can't have a link that redirects. So let's say if you are promoting some type of ClickBank offer, if you have your ClickBank link, and then typically what happens with a ClickBank link is they give you a shortened link, and then it redirects to the longer link. You can't do that. Okay, you can't have a redirecting link. The link that you put in here on the display URL and the final URL has to be the actual link that they are going to. Okay, so I want you to understand that, because if you have something that is one link and then all of a sudden goes to this site and it redirects to a different link, YouTube doesn't allow that. Okay, so the other thing I like to do always is have a call to action, and usually I just like to say learn more. And then that's kind of my message in my ad too, is like click the blue learn more button, so it's very clear on what they need to do. And then I would just say like video training. Something like that. So that's how it looks on desktop, where it is right there, has a button to click right there, and then mobile looks like that, where they can click the learn more button. And that's really it. I use the auto-generated. That's all I use. I don't use an uploaded image, and then just you can name your ad whatever you want to name it, but that's really it, guys. And then I won't actually complete this campaign. And then, you know, obviously you're just looking, because like I showed you, you know, I'm generating, or it's only cost me 4 cents per view. And then I'm looking for a good view rate. Obviously, you know, you're always trying to, you want to keep looking at that. The big thing with tracking your stats is you want to set up, what I like to do is I set up different like Excel spreadsheets, or I use them in Google Drive, and I track it every day. I track, you know, how many impressions I'm getting, what's my view rate like, how many views am I getting, how many clicks am I getting, how many leads am I getting, how many sales am I getting. I'm really tracking everything dialed down so that I know exactly how much I'm spending and therefore how much I'm making. Okay, that's the whole biggest thing, is that you have to make more money than you put in, otherwise it's not going to be as effective. But the other thing I will tell you is that you have to take out emotion from this. Okay, you can't be all wrapped up and say I spent $10 and I haven't made $100 yet, what's going on? Like, you have to work the numbers. Okay, you always have to understand like what's your KPIs, your opt-in rates, your sales rates, all that kind of stuff. And we talk all about that type of stuff on previous videos, but like your opt-in rates should be anywhere from like 20 to 40%. Your sales rate should be 1 to 2%. So always just looking at the numbers, and it helps out when you just take those numbers, throw it on an Excel spreadsheet, you look at it, you be very analytical about it, and that's gonna really help you down the road instead of getting all flustered. Because I used to be that way, and it definitely hurt. It hurt me because I was getting all emotional, I was spending a little bit of money, and then I was freaking out because I wasn't making any money. You have to let the numbers work, let the averages play out, and eventually it's gonna work. But if it doesn't, then you're just like, okay, well that campaign didn't work. Let's start fixing it. Let's start making some changes. Let's start split testing. Let's see if we can do something to make this work, and just keep on testing. That's the name of the game. You know, a lot of your ad campaigns are not gonna work. They're not gonna do as well as you want them to, but every once in a while you'll find a campaign that just crushes, and then you can just scale that to the moon. So hopefully that helped out, guys. I just want to share some stuff that was working well for me lately, and share some stuff more with YouTube ads, because I'm really going in on YouTube ads, and I like them a lot. So I hope you guys got some value out of this video. Make sure and go implement this stuff. Let us know what you're gonna do. Actually go out there and actually apply this type of stuff. Don't just listen to this video and say that was a great video. Share this with some friends, because a lot of people need to see this. YouTube ads is a great way to go. Okay, YouTube ads is a great way to get more exposure to whatever you are promoting. So make sure and implement this stuff. You can start out very small, $5 a day, anything like that. So again, make sure and share this with some friends that need to hear it, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Appreciate you guys, and we will see you on the next video.